once again.
All right, Romeo International. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys heard me. Romeo, can you hear us?
I can.
All right. Sorry for that delay in the intro, everyone. So thank you to everyone that came and showed up last night. Clubhouse, the Black Family, How to End the Negative Cycle. We're meeting every Friday at 8 p.m. and coming up with solutions on how to do it better. I am excited, Team Romeo. Let me get myself right here. I'm excited. I can't believe you're on my platform. I feel special.
Well, first of all, we finna cause some trouble. Second of all, nah, I appreciate you and your
Yeah.
guy, 100%, like 1,000%.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's an honor. I didn't know if I was going to get a yes, but you guys taught me peace and purpose and ride conference to just jump. So I jumped, and here you are, right? So I'm excited about that. So introduce yourself to everyone.
Uh, in the smallest form, Romeo International, TV personality, radio, DJ, movie red carpet concierge,
Yes.
director, writer, somewhat cute,
Oh,
the light
what?
skin,
Yeah, of
the
course.
light
Yeah, you
skin,
got to get those
you know,
features in there. The
yeah,
one and
yeah,
only.
the dimples coming back in.
It is. It is. It is. I love it. I love it.
Uh,
Confident.
but other than that, overall beast, literally overall
L-
beast.
Literally, overall beast. You're so amazing, and I was impressed with you from day one of finding you in September 2020 over there on Rolling Out AM. I've been a fan ever since. I think I was a fan for day one, from day one, wasn't I? I'm an
I think you
obsessive
day
fan.
one. I think you day one. But
Yeah,
but
day one.
te- like technically you're on the show technically in my head.
Technically, I'm a part of the team. Technically,
Yeah, in my head.
I love that. Thank you so much. Now, describe yourself, Romeo International. Describe yourself in a hashtag.
Uh, more than ambitious. Hashtag more than ambitious.
I would
I'm
agree.
I'm obsessed with the win. Um, I'm 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 overly obsessed with the win. I don't believe in obstacles. I believe people give you these walls and these hurdles,
Hmm.
but all you got to do is learn how to jump.
Exactly. I-
So
If somebody gives you the opportunity, if not, you still got to jump.
still got to jump because see the blueprints changed, right? I think people are still stuck on the old blueprint. The blueprint doesn't matter no more. It doesn't even matter if people give you the opportunity. This right here allows you to build an opportunity. You can
Right.
build an
So
opportunity
true.
with the power of your phone. People just
So
don't know how to
true.
use this. That's
So
what it is.
true. So true. Do I look okay, you guys? Honey keeps looking at me. Honey says, "Hi, Romeo International." I'm like, I must look like something. Hmm.
My
He's
God.
just he's infatuated. Brent's infatuated with me, Romeo. I'm joking.
I I I love the way you two interact. It's
Yeah.
refreshing to see because I don't get to see that a lot. I really don't.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We
I really
appreciate
don't.
that. Now, here's what I want to know next. Tell us about your workout, diet, meditation routine. How do you look this great every day? Because I see you up on Twitter and you're like in the gym at like 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, oh, he is focused. Yes.
so so okay. So I'm gonna give you. I've never told anybody this secret either. Like this is really.
I love
So
it.
I've broken down 24 hours into uh, uh 4 segments. Uh, night, morning, afternoon, and evening. So
Okay.
literally, my calendar is in my phone. Literally, uh, workout is always a midnight to 2 a.m. and then
What?
back,
Oh my God, I
midnight to
want to
2
sleep.
a.m. Back up
Wow.
back up at 5 a.m. Go from
Okay.
5 a.m. to noon. Sleep from 1 to 2, and then go from 2 to 8, and
Oh,
then relax.
wow. Oh, when? Like for how long? Like what kind of
Relax,
day,
relax from
Romeo?
relax from 8 to 11 to get ready to go back to the gym at midnight.
Wow, exactly. Wow.
I
Okay. I can't even imagine doing half of that. So I'm gonna try that. I'll make that goals. 2022 goals. Okay. 2022 goals. Wow, that's amazing. Does and you keep that routine? How long have you been up to that?
it took me a month to build my body into it, but I've been keeping that routine for like a year.
Right.
And a lot of people say, well, Romeo, you need to sleep. No, you need to.
Mm-mm.
No, you do need to get the ample, whatever the word is, amount of rest. You need to figure out what 24 hours in a day is to you. That's literally all you got to do. D might say, technically, D might say my downtime is 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. My
Yeah.
downtime ain't the normal person's sleep time, right?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just your adjustment. But my adjustment allows me to get enough done to where uh I'm productive on the East Coast and West Coast, and I'm productive
Right.
internationally.
Right. Because internationally, you really are all over the globe, and you're doing something on every coast. So you do have to move within those time zones.
Bing,
Yeah.
you just hit it, and that's
Exactly.
why. And
Exactly.
that's why I separated my 24 hours into those four segments. You actually just hit it on the
Exactly.
head. I've
Yeah.
adjusted to the time zones.
Exactly, exactly. I love it. Ah, Team Romeo. He's always impressing me. I'm sorry. He always says something profound. Romeo, tell us about your current projects. I know you can't talk about it all, but how much can you tell me about what's happening over on Instagram? Why are you so hot on Instagram?
Well, oh, B, you just going maybe because I'm comfortable with you. I
Yeah.
I'll tell you about three
Oh,
majors.
okay. Okay.
Yes, there is a film project with a certain person. I'm not gonna name his name,
I
but
wanna. I'm like.
hypothetically,
I'm like. Say Jaden Smith or someone or
let's say
what's the name of? Hypothetically.
hypothetically, there is going to be a remake
Wow.
of a movie that's gonna come out, and man, when I tell you it's gonna hit,
Wow.
and I legit am not like got a part. I'm like I'm in it. Like
You're
I'm in it.
in it. Not
Yeah,
a
I'm
you're not an
in
extra just eating at the diner.
it. I
Okay.
don't get I don't get killed with the first 10 minutes. No, don't.
You don't get Laz Alonso. You know, they always take out Laz Alonso. Oh
Hey,
wow, they always take him out.
hey,
I'm like, why is Laz Mother's Milk is the longest I've seen him
him,
last. So yeah.
hey, him and Jackie Long. Every time I see them in a
Yeah, yeah.
movie,
You like it's
the
about
first
to
time,
be over.
you know, he dead
Yeah,
already.
you know you're about to leave.
Uh,
This is a real role that you have.
this is a real role, and then
Yes.
the other project that I'm currently working on is engagement. I'm kind of like you. I like for everybody to be engaged in what I'm doing. So I've worked it out with streaming platforms now to where me and HBO Max will be teaming up for the remainder of the year, and we're
Yes.
going to be doing engagement watch parties, just like if you was going to
Yes.
the movies, but
Exactly.
engagement watch parties. So
I mean,
um,
certain very good looking women at those watch parties. I mean, how's it gonna be? Because
you know,
your Instagram is steamy. It's steamy over there.
you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Somebody asked me about that. You know what?
Hmm.
But to go back to the other point, I might have to get me a Dee Shields to open up one of those movie virtual parties. I'm
Make
just
that
saying.
happen for me, T Romeo.
I'm
What?
just saying. I'm
What?
just saying.
Yes. Yes. I
Um,
would love it.
but the kind of to kind of answer that question you just said,
Yeah.
I decided since I added international, I decided to have a universal appeal. I feel like everybody should have a voice, even if from doctor to stripper to model to lawyer, whoever you are. Why
Yeah.
why if D Shield loves engagement, books, fitness, whatever,
Yes. Yeah.
why hold on to one of them? So
Right. Right.
what I decided to do with my social media, Twitter, Instagram, everybody invited. Everybody.
I loves it. And
I
how
want to talk
hotter
to
than
everybody.
HBO Max watch parties? Like that's gonna be
Right.
huge, Romeo.
I want to
Yeah.
invite everybody. Oh, King Kong versus Gorilla is going to be the first watch party premiere. Um,
Yes. Yes.
But that's all I wanted to do on my Instagram. I wanted to invite everybody. I want everybody to
Love it.
feel like I have a voice with Romeo. Cause
Yeah.
I think that's what we lose at, right?
Yeah.
Everybody, okay, I'm gonna get in trouble.
That's
Everybody's
okay, but it's
like,
so true.
right. So everybody's like, uh, black, 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 black. I'm with you. But how do we bridge the conversation if we don't talk to white, Indian, Asian, so and so and so and
That
so? We could be
part.
black all day. I'm with you.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
where do we build that? You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
where I'm at with conversations these days. Everybody got a
And
voice.
you're doing it. You give everybody a voice. You give me a voice. So I cannot be more thankful, for that and encouraging me and inspiring me. But Romeo, why not sit at the table of our allies as well? Like we all need to. I like what I saw in Judas and Messiah, and you got to talk to those people up front. But they were trying to blend everybody's movement into one. That was my favorite part of the Black Panthers. Like,
Thank you.
what if we all work together? Yeah,
What
yeah,
what happens then? Because to be
yeah.
perfectly honest, I've honestly never seen it. We've seen people support us, march with us, but like you said, what happens when everybody's on the same page? Now you
Everybody's
got a
on the
problem.
same page. Oh, we would get our way. That's what the people would have our way. That's what would happen. And not
And
just
and,
selfishness, but real progress. Yeah, yeah.
and especially if it's not a tragedy, I don't want it to be a George Floyd or Breonna Taylor. I don't want it to be a action taken against us for everybody to feel our pain. Why can't we just
Exactly.
all feel each other's pain? Period.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know,
And work together no matter what. Like, we're good. The greatest part about respecting people, Romeo, is understanding that we will disagree. Like, once we lay that out on the table, like, okay, we're not going to all think the same, we could get a lot done. Yeah.
because let me ask you this: when you watch Judas and Messiah,
Oh, I love
did
it.
you
Love that
did you
movie.
notice that everybody was on Lakeith Stanfield's character?
Right.
And I was like, if y'all did y'all homework, you're talking about somebody who was 16, 17, fighting for his life not to go to jail. Who
Right.
who wouldn't take that deal? Let's like don't
Right.
flex. Don't Let's not flex.
Yes. People will say one thing. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to our people.
Come
They
on now.
said, because
They
dude kept saying, or you could do 5 years for this and 6 years for that. And,
did
he's laying that out. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, my people, please forgive me on your way to act up, right?
right. Like and
Yeah.
and and and,
Yeah.
and everybody was like, well, nah, Romeo, I'm a stick up for my people. Bro, we talking about 1960s. We talking about black men and black women disappearing overnight.
Overnight. Lynched.
Overnight. So lynched.
Done. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what are you talking about? This
Yeah.
man sitting up here talking about 8 years, 5 years, and you talking about something. Nah, I'm gonna do the time. Come on, man. Let's be let's be
No.
let's be
It,
honest.
mm-mm. It's just impressive to say. That's all it is. It's just, everybody wants to say that really, really impressive thing, and I get it. But at the end of the day, the mind of our minds develop at what, 25 or 26, right? Fully.
Okay.
So we're not going to be making good decisions at 17 and 18 years old. So yeah, maybe a little older, the sacrifice could happen but if we have to always, when we're looking at everything, Romeo, you encourage our age group to go back and look at when we were your age group and remember how we thought at that time. So
Yeah.
that's a
Like
really
we could
good
do it
thing.
now.
Yeah.
I think people add 2021. Of course, if it happened today, of course we could say no and walk away. We have power now. We have a voice now. You're talking about a
Exactly.
generation with no voice, and you want me
Yeah.
to do 11 years? Nah, brother.
Exactly. No.
No 11
Yeah.
years.
You haven't loved. I mean, you can't even retweet my tweet, and you want me to do. You want me to do 11 years to you? Retweet my tweet if you want me to do the time. No, I'm
You
joking, but
stupid.
seriously, right? Man, Romeo. Okay, so I like that. That is some good stuff that you have going on, and you're going to bring a lot of people together. You're going to do something different. You're going to lead that. You're going to be a revolutionary in that, and people will begin to think like that. So continue to give it time because that's a beautiful movement. Let's work together. Let's work
Okay.
together. So I like it indeed. What would you say is the most important part of what you do? I know it's hard to really pick one area, but what's the most important part?
Remember, I actually said this the other day. Remembering the passion before it became monetary. If you
Right,
could, if you could take yourself back to the younger you who just, I just love to go outside, right?
right,
It
right.
wouldn't, it wouldn't know whether it was hot outside. Think about it. It wouldn't whether it was hot, cold, raining, none of that. I just
Yeah,
like to be outside.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's when the passion of what you wanted to do was the purest. What
Right.
got lost is passion became a monetary, right? So now passion became work. It's work now. I
Yeah.
tell I tell people all the time, you have to, in order to win is you have to find a place where what you wanted to do, podcast, sports,
Mm.
whatever, is just a passion of something I love. You do that and you able to keep that kid like self inside of you, you're gonna live forever. Nothing can stop you at that point in time.
I
Nothing.
have to try to remember that, Romeo, because sometimes you get so burnt out, and I do see people get caught up on the monetary side of it. Like you need to build a team, and they're like, "How much you paying?" And you're like, "Uh oh," you know. So it it's hard to get people to just do it for the reasons we do it. We do it because we love it, you know, and that's a good reminder. You're always giving me some good stuff. Speaking of that, like we love Twitter, right? And I didn't send you this question, but what do you think about how Twitter
Man,
is about to now
you can ask
charge?
me anything. Okay, you can ask me
Thank
anything. I
you.
don't care.
Thank you. Thank you. What do you think about Twitter's about to charge? For me, I will not be able to, I'm gonna pay for 4.99 to see Romeo's tweets, but I don't know who else tweets I'm gonna pay 4.99 for, and then I have to pay for each person. That's a lot.
Okay, so it is a lot. I have no clue where social media platform is going. It's, Instagram linked up with Facebook and they doing whatever. Twitch,
I know.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube seems to be the only safe place in the world.
I know.
Facebook is doing whatever. I the rich richer. I don't even. There's no
I
answer.
know.
The rich and richer. This is so funny. This is how I knew I was broke. When when Jeff Bezos divorced his wife and
Right.
gave and in the settlement she became a billionaire. I,
That's what I was like. That can happen. I'm marrying the wrong man. No, I'm joking.
like she became
That's
a billionaire in a
what
divorce.
I
Oh,
know. I
I'm doing this wrong.
know.
I'm doing this
So
all.
what are we not
So
doing right? Divorcing is
right.
like the new come up.
So that's why all
Oh wow.
if they're gonna monetize it, I'm gonna find a way to pay for Dee Shields. I'm gonna find a way to pay
That's it.
for Complex. I'm gonna find the because I here's my purity. I have to keep in my circle the people who give me pure. I have to
Right.
keep my Dee Shields. I have to keep
Thank
my
you.
partner Nick
Thank
Cannon.
you.
I got to keep certain people regardless of the
Right.
price because
Exactly.
if I don't, then it becomes a job again, and it's not fun.
Exactly. And it's not fun anymore. And
It's work.
Romeo,
I'm not doing
you're the
work.
real deal. You're the real deal. Passionate about it for real because a lot of people wouldn't say that. They wouldn't say that they come out of their pocket to continue to make it happen.
Well, yeah,
That's
like
good.
but I look at it as like for women, Dee Shields is gorgeous. Dee Shields knows that her
Thank
presentation
you.
is my eyes, my hair, the way I look, this, that, and the
That's
third.
right.
That's a cost. That's a
Yeah.
cost that you're paying for others to see
Yeah.
that you're not getting back. So why
Right.
not pay $4.90 something for that cost? I want to see it. Like it
Thank
should be
you.
done.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, Romeo. Thank you so much for that. But I was shocked to see that news. I was like, oh, I'm going to talk to Romeo about that. He's my tech advice person in my head. Like I go to I go to see what Romeo thinks about everything regarding tech
Hey,
world. Okay,
hey.
so what are three things, Romeo, that you can't live without?
Family, and and I'm not even gonna say as a whole. I'm just gonna go straight to my mom. Family, Everybody else is good. Y'all be all right. Well, I
Yeah, I'll be
need
all
my
right. But
mom.
his mom,
Yeah.
though. Hey, Mom
Hey,
Romeo.
right. I need that.
Yeah,
Um, my closest friend, Travis, who's watching, he is
that's good.
he
Hey,
is
Travis.
literally my reality check. He
That's good.
like I don't even do that. Romeo, you out of pocket. Romeo, you doing good. Romeo, pull back. Romeo,
Good.
you doing great. Like he and a lot of people in this industry don't have that. Like he will check me easy. I need that
Right.
because
Right.
I'm
That's
wild.
good.
And
A little bit. You know, Romeo be over there doing the most sometimes, but you living
oh,
your best life.
I'm about to get wilder on Twitter, so I apologize to you now.
Oh my God. And then not
um,
just that, Romeo All Stars. You got a lot coming up. Yeah.
and then last but not least, can't live without. I cannot live without the Bible, which is so crazy. People would not
Yes.
really guess that.
That's
I
a
need
shocker.
so you said something earlier about workout, like how do you find peace?
Hmm.
So real simple. I was like, you know what? Every night I'm gonna randomly scroll and read whatever scripture you're letting on.
I
That's
love
what I'm
it.
gonna read.
That's good.
But I've noticed that what I've been reading has been giving me insight to the point where I can apply it.
Hmm.
So it's something that damn you getting a lot out of me. It's something that I've never shared with anybody, but
That's
that right
okay. I love
there,
it. I didn't know that at all. Yeah.
I need that because if I didn't have that, oh, I'll be eating a lot of people up right now. Oh, a lot of people
Yeah.
be catching hell right now.
Yeah, so you're
Like,
you're like that's what gives you your calm, your ability to reply how you need to reply. You said that once, and when I was once small, like I know you guys don't believe that, but I was once small, and then when I gained all this widow weight, I got back in the gym, and that was what I went to. Even though I'm less religious now and more spiritual, but
uh-huh.
I my minor was Christian ministry in college, and I literally went to I can do all things in God who strengthens me. Like that's how I was on the bike. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do all things, because if you're out of breath, you're tired, the elevation in the mountains up here in Colorado, like you're exhausted just walking up the steps to go in the gym, let alone
Right.
let
You
alone getting on the treadmill or the bike. And so that was it, finding that scripture that says that just makes you do it. So that's
you
really
know
good advice.
you know
Yeah.
what's crazy? So wow, man, D, you got me in my spot right now.
I get told that
This
often.
this is how I got to that point. Before my father passed away, he had lost his left leg, and
Okay.
I would help him get up in and out of his chair. I would help him through therapy and all that other stuff until he became better. Right
Right.
within that moment, as a man, I realized that I have to be mentally stable, physically stable, spiritually stable in order to carry someone who's down. Take the
Good.
weight off of me. Don't worry about picking me up, carrying Romeo. Don't worry about that. Am I strong
Mm,
enough to the point where if something goes wrong with my mother or anybody else in my family, those three things, am I capable of
that's good.
carrying their weight until they're able to carry it themselves? I
Oh,
want to be
wow,
that
that's
person.
profound. That's
So
so profound.
that's
That's
why the gym
good.
came important. That's why the Bible came important. That's why it came important to the point that I want to make because I tell you what I don't want to be. I don't want to be in a position like you and Brent are I consider y'all friends. I don't want to be in a position to where, hey, if Brent says, "Oh man, I broke my arm and I can't change this tire," and my stupid self is sitting up here like, "Well, I can't lift the tire, so you can't change it
Right.
and I can't lift it, so we both out here
Right.
stuck." That's the dumbest shit
Right.
ever.
Exactly. Exactly. That's
So
good. That's good. That's another reason to get in the gym on a whole nother level. The ego often takes us in the gym trying to look good. You just
okay,
made that about other people. Like I love that. See, Romeo, people see you. They probably were judging you. Oh, he's just arrogant, and you have a very good reason for being
yeah,
in the gym.
and I'm
Yeah.
arrogant, and you should be
On top
arrogant too.
of, on top of.
Let me tell
May
you
your
something.
father rest in peace. I know that that was this week, correct? Was it this week or last week?
That was that's heavy to me because it was this week. It was 10 days after my birthday, and then on top of that, we actually had a great relationship, like
Mm,
Cosby-ish show
yeah,
relationship. Like
yeah.
so, every time I hear people talking about, well, I don't have a great relationship with my family. Well, too bad for you. Me and my family close.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
was
don't
a
know how that
daddy's
works.
girl. I was a daddy's girl when my dad passed away. My world crashed.
It
It's
hit different,
very
don't it?
hard to, yeah, it hits different. Like it was really hard to get used to that. And yeah, it was
It
really
hit.
hard. I'm a daddy's girl. So
I'm right there with you.
yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Now, okay, so here's the switch up. Share a hilarious story that happened to you that your fans do not know of.
Hilarious story.
Did you get caught in someone's
Uh,
closet, Romeo? What happened?
I
It's got to
okay.
be something.
I tell you this. There's a young lady that is married to a football player right now,
No, no,
and and who had broke up
no.
with this rapper before.
Mm, okay, okay.
This little rapper
This is
before,
so funny.
and and I was the buffer in between that for a good week. That was hilarious to me.
Oh, wow.
So if you could think about a rapper that used to rap, he
Right.
Lil Puppy or whatever they call his name, something like that. And
And she was
nah,
married to the ball player, breaking up with the rapper. Is that it?
let me tell you, let me
Romeo.
tell you, let me tell you,
Oh,
I have
I know
I
I
have
don't know how to survive this.
let me tell you something. I have one rule. I'm single. I can do whatever I want
You
to.
can.
Whatever
That's
you
right.
decide to do, that's on you. That
That's
is your
it.
choice.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying? You
Oh,
you know you
wow.
married. You know you married. So you should not be talking to me. I didn't do nothing
Yeah.
wrong. I plead the fifth.
That's so funny. That's so funny. You are the innocent one in the. You know what? I come down all the time on the one that was in the relationship, Romeo, not the single person. Single person was just
See?
having fun.
See?
We all did it. We all did it. So
They having
exactly.
fun minding their own business. And look at you.
Exactly. I think I know where you're gonna
Terrible.
go with this one. What three people, living or dead, would you like to meet with to converse about the arts as a whole?
The arts. Are we talking about in general or are we just talking about the arts?
Well, just like anything that you would like to say, even if that person is somebody, an ancestor from long ago, but who do you think you would like to sit down with? Like me, it's Langston Hughes for sure.
Okay.
Just that we need to have a conversation, about a lot of things. So, who would you
Okay.
sit down with?
Uh I definitely would love to sit down with my mom's dad, my grandfather. I definitely would love to sit down. One of these is gonna scare you. I definitely love to sit down with the the very first black man that said it was enough. Who
Yeah.
like that very first black man in history that was like, okay, this slavery
Hmm.
thing ain't working.
Hmm.
Um, and here's the crazy part. I would love to have a conversation with the devil.
Lucifer
Love to.
himself, like Lucifer, what's up? Like, what was the
Like
plan? Wow, that's
I would
different.
love to have because I think about the dichotomy of the world. I would love to have a conversation with somebody who said, "Yeah, Jesus, this ain't working for me." Like in my head, it's like,
Right.
"Yeah, this ain't working for
Like,
me."
yeah, yeah.
What?
What made you step away? That's very good one, Romeo, because in the times that we have right now, there are people stepping away from faith. Did they go through
That
did Lucifer have those same feelings at the time? Was he going through his revelation of what he saw. I'm gonna say Marcus Mays is over there watching you, saying talking has to be universal. He said he likes to agree to disagree, and Brent Reborn, of course, is over there. The sugar honey iced tea tuned in.
But no, to go back to that point that you just made, you have to ask people sometimes. Like when remember when all those people stormed the Capitol, right? Okay, yeah. To us, it was crazy. The question that came out in my head was, "What are y'all mad at?" Like,
What
I
happened?
really want to know what y'all mad at.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, um, and
I
you know, a
invite him
lot of
on my
people
platform. I want to hear from a racist that's so
see.
angry.
That's why I love
Isn't
you,
that
D.
weird?
That right
Isn't
there.
that weird? Like
That no,
we have
because
to talk.
right, we have like that's why I love you. The fact that you're open enough as a woman and as a and as a socialite interviewer to say, okay, yeah, I don't agree with nothing you say, but I damn sure want to know. Like I
Yeah,
honestly want to know.
yeah. I'll
What
hear
are
you
you
out.
mad at?
I'm going to
Like
reply, but
right,
I'm going to hear you out first. Yeah, let's get this
because
off
D
your chest. Yeah,
because D's
yeah.
not walking around mad. Like I think about us. D's not walking.
Right.
D or Romeo's not walking around mad at skin color. I'm not walking around mad at what you do
Exactly.
for a living. I'm
Exactly.
not even walking around mad about who you voted for. So what are you
Exactly.
mad at?
What are you so upset? What are you so upset at? That's exactly that. I have that emotion. I think I could do it. I think you could do it. I think we could both sit down. Put them in the
I think you
middle
could do it
on the
better.
screen. You think so?
Yeah,
And I'm
I
just
think
gonna
you could
ask a
do it.
bunch of questions. I have so many questions for people all the time, so I could ask the person that doesn't like me. I can hear you out. Then I'm gonna try to see their other side. Like, do you have a kind side or a fun side? Do you ever stop hating black people? Is there ever a break?
Is there,
Yeah.
are you
Do you
angry
take a
when you
break?
wake up? You angry when you wake up? You angry?
That
Um,
part.
but
Yes.
that is
Oh,
those are the conversations I wish the world was grown enough to have more. Not like you said. I'm not asking for your acceptance. I'm not even saying I'm gonna accept you, but what I would like to
right.
know is just a common ground, so that when Dee Shields walks away, hey, this is why they're mad. Blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Okay, because
Exactly.
right now I honestly don't have a clue
I,
why none.
I I don't understand it. I don't know what I could do wrong. Like I try to figure it out every day in Colorado. It's hard, Romeo. They don't
Oh
make
yeah,
sense.
and you in Colorado too. Whew.
I'm 5% of us here. So
Wow,
that's it. I'm of the 5%. That's it in the entire state. So yeah, it's
wow.
challenging. It's challenging.
In
Yeah, when
the
I go to the grocery store, the only other black person in the village that we're in, the only other black person is Honey, or if one of those Denver Broncos happen to be walking down the aisle getting some milk for the
wow,
day. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're not gonna see us. Yeah, and from the way that things are going with Von Miller, I don't know how much longer we're gonna be seeing him. So, whew, okay, Denver, the home of the fun. Romeo, what's your biggest fear in life? What do you fear, if anything?
uh, um, I fear not jumping off the cliff. I fear
Mm,
not running to the edge of the bridge. I fear questioning a decision or what I want to do. It goes back to when I told you about. I just want to go outside. I don't care if it's
right,
raining.
right.
I don't care if it's hot. I just want to go. My fear is I don't want to get to a point as I'm going in this industry. Yes, I know what I want to do and what I don't want to do, but I don't want to hesitate on what I want to do because of opinion, public scrutiny, or anything like that.
Hmm.
And me and you see it every day where
Yeah.
I used to ask myself, why don't these black actors and athletes speak out more? Well, you know, it's their
Whew.
sponsors, it's the this, it's the that, it's the who. Okay, so they don't have a voice.
So
Okay.
they don't have a voice. How do you
And,
become? And I know you can identify with this person here, or maybe you can. I think you will be able to. How do you get to the Howard Stern status? Because to me, in this career, that's the voice. That's it. Like I'm gonna make a place. where I can say what I'm gonna say, when I'm gonna say it, and these sponsors will
Mm,
just adapt
that's a
to it.
good
And
point.
he's that one that did that, you know?
That's actually a good. You really got me thinking. He's is he the only one? I'm really
I
thinking
think
right now.
so. Everyone else is syndicated on every level. Like he's one of the few that on his platform, he's gonna just say it, and it is what it is,
Right,
you know? So that's not too many.
right. That's I want you gonna make me look into that. But no, that's
Yeah, we.
that's actually a excellent point because like who if D Shield has an opinion about and everybody has an opinion. That the one thing that I hated was well, everybody has an opinion. That doesn't mean that it's right. You're absolutely right, but everybody got an opinion, and it's theirs. It's I Romeo's lane. Great.
Right.
Are you still following me? Yeah. Do you still watch me?
Still
Yeah.
watching
Okay. Well,
me every day in my lameness, still paying
yeah,
attention.
yeah. You still paying attention? Yeah, I'm lame. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. If
All
people
day.
have so many on Clubhouse is one place that I feel people have a lot of opinions. Yeah, 2 weeks on. Thank you, I-47, for that invite. And yeah, I'm noticing that people have a lot of opinions on there. I at my
Do you like
thing
it?
went. I like the finding like-minded people. Those conversations have been
Okay.
amazing. There was a stage of about 20 of us last night, really focused on the solutions. We do talk about what happens in the Black community, but we're like,
Okay.
how do you walk out your door and help someone on that street? Like, I get the whole social media activism, but who did you help eat today? Who did you give
Mm.
gas today? So we're kind of talking about that in our group. Yeah.
Can I throw a left hook at you?
Yeah.
I'm very curious. Right. So NBA All Star Weekend is coming to Atlanta, right?
Right.
They've already reformatted 3 blocks with tents, bubbles, testing centers,
Wow.
and they did this all within a month. I've
Mm,
always wondered the Googles, the Jeff Bezos, the Twitters, if if $1 million is nothing to you,
right.
what is $1 million to that street that you were just talking about? What is $1 million to that street?
Exactly. How
Is it,
many people would it solve? It would solve just that one street of where we each live, whether it's the people that were from Cali, here in Colorado, Texas. I think it would pay everybody's bills and put food on the table and put
come on,
gas in the cars
come on,
on one street.
on one street that
Probably
that that
cover two streets. Yeah.
that $1 million that you just put away that you just threw away to that car that 200. I think Jeff Bezos spent 20 million on a new farming land. You're telling me that
Wow.
that $1 million in that neighborhood
Wow.
wouldn't refurbish or rebuild that neighbor? You can literally change an
Exactly.
entire 3 blocks with $1 million. I know that for a fact.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that's my question to people. It's kind of like
That's a
what are
good
we
one. Challenge
what are
him.
we really
Challenge
doing?
him. Dorsey, Jack Dorsey, Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. Jeff Bezos, Amazon. That's the Romeo International challenge right there. What could
Matter
you?
of fact, I'm gonna
What
do
could
that.
$1 million do with just a regular, just one street per neighborhood?
One street
What?
per neighborhood. Because
Yeah,
what you
20
finna stop selling me
neighborhoods.
on,
Yeah.
and I don't, and you started this, so I'm gonna get in trouble on your show. What you finna
That's
stop
it. That's
selling me
okay.
on?
Yeah.
You finna stop selling me on, oh, donate to this fund. Or you finna stop selling me on, oh, give to this cause. Because what I'm not seeing is that fund doing anything to the
That's it.
neighborhood I thought it was going to
That's
do.
it.
What I'm not
That's it.
seeing is that cause doing anything to the neighborhood. I just gave you my $1,000. Where
Exactly.
if that was the case, I should have
Exactly.
walked to that one house myself and gave them the $1,000 and
Exactly.
went
Exactly.
about my
You're
business.
in this community and you see those same people putting five things in a basket with four children running
Come on,
around with them in the grocery store. Come on. Come
come on.
on.
But you want us
Exactly.
to donate and give to the
Mhm.
fund and the so and so?
Mhm.
Man, y'all better tell me where this
Yeah.
money going. Playing with y'all.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna be playing when we have to say as call a thing a thing. We want the freedom to be able to do that. And to Marcus Mays just said underneath to agree to disagree. So that's the biggest fear. That's a good one. I think you're gonna remain humble to the people. You will, and you'll continue to you will continue to push the bar, and you will continue to follow your goals. That's just Romeo International. So I don't think you have to have that fear at all. But it's good to be fearful because it humbles you. Indeed. So, okay, Romeo, you're traveling all over the globe. Flight
Yep.
or road trip? Do you want to, or I didn't even ask, do you want to take a cruise? What's the bestest way or the best, your favorite way of traveling?
You got to put Romeo on a plane. No more road trips for me. No more boats for
Okay.
me. I got,
Yeah,
I got,
yeah,
I got to get there, man.
yeah.
I'm sorry. That road
Yeah,
trip stuff is
from
out.
Atlanta to the UK, you have to get there as fast as you can.
Yeah, that is out.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't mind paying the $50 extra. You put my seat right next to the exit. I'll be in charge of opening the exit door and getting people out or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah. No, no problem with that. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta
So
go, man.
what's the next flight that you have post pandemic, or do you have anything going on now? Is it restricting you
Now,
right now?
now what's restricting me is Paris was set up for March and DC was set up for March as well. So
Yeah.
it becomes a because a lot of people say, and I'm every time we talk about it in the morning time, I'm with you. I am very big on COVID awareness
Yeah.
and safeties. So my thing right now is making sure that if I decide to travel, forget the people around me. Am
Exactly.
I securing myself
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
other people, you know what I'm saying? Am I securing myself? And I think if people do that more, like I shouldn't have to worry about myself around D or Brent.
Right.
D and Brent should worry about
Exactly.
themselves around me. So let me
Exactly.
make sure that I'm safe. So I'm all for people getting back into traveling. Cause
I
this
think that we're going to be COVID, the novel coronavirus as a norm is what some of the doctors and nurses are saying. So it's going to
okay.
stick around like the flu. So that's it. We got to go back out there and now just protect yourself and make sure you have everything that you need to washing your hands and making sure other people don't get sick. But get back to living. It's
Is it a
2021. We got to
is it
go
a
back and
scarier
live now.
norm? Do you think that it's a scarier
That's
norm?
what a doctor and nurse said that it's, but we have these new social distancing practices going on. So it may just kind of just see less death, more occurrences of the virus itself, but less people dying. Like it's just going to stick around, but we're going to have to continue to be extremely cautious because it's
Right.
not going anywhere anytime soon. So I
Agreed.
don't know if we're going to be stuck in mask. That's why we need that 75% herd immunity because that way we can at least get off these masks.
Well,
Because
the one thing that I need Biden and Harris to do, which I'm still advocating right now, is I need for you to stop telling people updates and tell people where to go.
what's
Stop
next?
telling me
Hmm.
3 weeks from now it's going to be so and so, so and so. A month from
Hmm.
now, forget all that. Look, can I
Hmm.
can I go get it right now and call it a day? Can
Hmm.
I go to CVS
Exactly.
and then for Black America and even white middle class, don't make it hard. Can I go to Walgreens, Publix,
Wherever.
CVS?
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
Can I go somewhere in my neighborhood and get it?
Exactly.
I
Just
I
like
don't
the
understand
flu shot,
politics. Just like the flu shot.
chickenpox, all of that vaccine, all that we make it where we just go down to our local area and just
Thank you.
get it done.
I
Yeah.
don't understand. I don't understand
Hmm.
politics to the point where
Yeah.
where saving lives becomes a question mark. It's simple.
It's like, why don't we just take care of the people? I was saying that about the checks, Romeo. I'm like, okay, checks for the people, but at the length of time that you're taking to get the money out, it's taking care of the businessman. The money's already gone. Everybody's got every bill allotted for the money. So
Right.
that's not about the people. That's not about the people. That's about the businessman.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
already kicked out the house now. Y'all told me it was coming in Jan. You see what I'm
It's
saying?
come on.
Y'all said
Yes.
it was January, and then 3 weeks
Yeah.
away, February. Oh, we just passed the
Exactly.
bill. Well, hold on, man. What we doing? Are we getting
Exactly.
it or not?
Exactly. Is it
Stop.
coming or not? And I think politics gets in the way of the compassion for the people all the time. Like it literally gets in the way for that. So let's talk TV. Do you have a TV obsession? I don't know. Romeo would have to watch TV on his iPhone on the go. Like he has no time where he's at home. So
I
what's your TV obsession?
I have two TV obsessions. One, don't laugh, comics. I watch
That's
comics
brand.
every day. So right
Hmm.
now I'm
Hmm.
in the process of watching like Justice League, Justice League
Oh,
cartoons or something like that.
you and Brent. Wow. Hmm. Hmm.
And my
Yeah.
my my other obsession is I've been really getting I've been really getting hooked on late night black and whites. I have no clue.
Oh,
Like
that's good.
I just watched for the first time Humphrey Bogart.
I love Humphrey Bogart.
I
What?
This dude is
Okay, so that's a
cold. I'm
good.
like
That's good. I want to see us going back to the black and whites.
I was
Yeah.
like this dude is cold. I'm sitting
You
up there.
see
I said, well,
why the elderly had that obsession, huh?
yeah. So I think
Yeah,
that's the
that's
one thing
good.
about working out at night. As soon as I get off my workout to to calm my head down, I just watch black and white movies. But
That's
I
good.
was thinking that was gonna make me fall asleep, but now I'm really watching it now. I'm like, oh man,
Yeah, you're serious.
this is dope.
Hmm.
Yeah, so those are my
Yeah, you're
two tips
serious.
television.
Okay, I like that. See, those are things that people don't expect from Romeo International. That's why I like having the conversations. People try to read your whole life in a Twitter or an Instagram post, and that it's so much more,
Man, tell
so
them
much
D.
more, so much
You put
more.
out one tweet these days, and that's you. They
That's
just
you.
say
That's
that's
just
you.
everything he think about, and they didn't know that you're reading the Bible. They didn't know that you have a structure to your day, split in four parts. Like you really have an impressive, disciplined lifestyle that can be admired for and can teach a lot of us. Yeah, I
Oh,
like
thank
it,
you.
Romeo. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
you would
Okay,
you would hate to see my calendar though. I promise. If you probably would be, if
I
knowing
couldn't
what you
keep up.
do, if you looked at my calendar, you would be like, this looks ridiculous. Not,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's,
Okay, so Romeo needs a sexy intern. Shout out to the sexy interns. You guys have his bag. Okay, let me go where my notes closed on me. Sorry about that.
you
Favorite
see this
social media app. Is that just
favorite?
sexy, Romeo?
Do you see how this is? This is the
Oh,
day.
oh,
This is how I
this
separate my days.
that's but
The,
I like. I'm a Virgo, so I like seeing that. It's organized. It's
right.
it's
Anything
organized.
that's open means sleep. Anything that's open means sleep.
Yeah, and I
Now,
was
what's the
like, oh no,
question?
I was like, I wonder will I be able to fit him in? And I was like patiently waiting because I know you're busy. So I was like, I hope I get it. I hope I get it, but I'm not gonna
I
force
got
it.
you.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that too. So what's your favorite social media app? You know, you're over there, you're fan standing Dee Shields. Like, what's your favorite social
Twitter
media
right
app?
now.
Twitter.
Twitter is
Hmm.
my favorite. Twitter,
Hmm.
I think Twitter right now is the only app outside of what you said they're about to do. Twitter is the only app that is non-biased. You want to say
That's
something?
so
You want to say something
true.
crazy? Cool. You wanna be naked on there? Cool. You want to be? I think, and I follow on my Twitter. I cheat. I don't follow people outside of you and probably like 20 people. Majority of people I follow are from different countries. I want to
Good.
know. I want to know what's going on over there, or this, that, and the
Hmm.
third. So
Hmm.
Twitter right now is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Twitter has
Twitter,
always been my favorite for updates. When a tsunami happens, I'll go to Twitter and I know somebody on
man.
my timeline that has vivid pictures of what, like, you see things happening across the globe. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
tell them Twitter is better. Is quicker than the news. I promise you that.
Faster than the news. You're going to see it on Twitter before you see, and then the news is going to pick and choose what part they're going to tell you about
Right.
anyway. So, yeah,
Like what Trey
exactly.
Songz did? What did Trey Songz do?
When
Like
I saw Trey Songs, like technically, because Brent's nearby, I didn't see Trey Songs. But when I saw Trey Songs, I was like, Twitter do it. Oh Jesus,
Twitter do it all.
yeah, yeah,
Do it all.
no,
Show it all. They don't care. Twitter like,
they
hey,
don't care.
I
That
like
was
that.
crazy. Yes, you okay, so I love your presence on Twitter and you're consistent on there also. But what about Clubhouse? Without, you know, you can censor it if you need to. What are your thoughts on
I'm
Clubhouse?
I'm still trying to. So I'm on it. I gotta follow you, or if I'm not already following you, I'm still trying to
Thank you.
figure it out. I love the platform. What I don't like is, like you said, some of it is nonsense.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
some conversations I'll enter, there's you have you have 10 people on the stage who are not even talking about the topic that I checked into. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I
Hmm.
here? Why am I? You know,
Like,
I'm coming
yeah.
for the
Hmm.
conversation. You and
Exactly.
me, outside of the everyday person that's coming for the fun and engagement, you and I, we're
Yeah.
coming for the conversation.
I
So
actually want to see you talk about what your topic says.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out Clubhouse and does it work professionally enough to where people can actually learn and apply. That's my two biggest
Absolutely.
things. Learn it, apply it.
Absolutely. Okay, I have
So
to rush you through it because of a comedian T-Bone is coming up next. But out of these questions, oh my God, I want to know so much about Romeo's life. I need a part two. What's the most adventurous thing that you've done in your life, and what superpower would you want? Those I have to have the answer to.
most adventurous thing I've done in my life is uh randomly just jumped out of a plane. It was the coolest thing ever. Just jump.
It's scary. I haven't done my first one yet. Oh wow,
What?
not
You say
yet.
it's
No, it's coming. It's coming. But
this year?
yeah, we're hoping this year. I'm trying to get brave enough for this year. I'm trying because I know
Eh,
that they say that you let go of so much as a widow, war widow. They say it's really good. Like you really let a lot of the grief go. So I want to do it. I believe in
okay.
it. I'm just trying to get
I tell you
brave.
this. For me, it was a realization of how much control I don't have.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be challenging for the Virgo. Oh, the
Like
Virgo and me. Oh wow.
that's
Hmm.
that's the one thing COVID did last year. It made you realize, oh, you don't run shit.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, you don't. You just better sit down and just find a place because this is the COVID. COVID is the boss right now.
go
COVID is
go sit
boss
down in the
right now.
corner. You ain't going nowhere. Just
Exactly.
sit down in the corner.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
Uh,
happens, Romeo. What about your superpower? What would you want to do?
uh, if I had a okay, so the Brent in me, if I wanted superpower, give me Batman. I always thought Batman was stronger than
You
Superman in
guys
my
and
head.
Batman. Yeah.
That Batman is stronger. Batman is stronger than Superman. Iron Man is
Yeah.
stronger than Thor and Captain America. Regardless,
Okay.
anybody who can
Okay.
put brain,
Okay.
that's one. But if I had anything that I could give superpower wise, it would be being able to my heart being able to share understandings with other people. I hate the fact that we we're in a society where we have to look and judge at the same time. Like, oh,
At the
look at
same time.
that white guy
Hmm.
over there with the beard. He must be. Oh, look at those four young men across the street. They must be like
Exactly.
that.
That's
We
the thing, Romeo. Like people judging me, and I am a Virgo. I can tell you my flaws before the critics can, and
uh
so I'm always judging me, and so that was the hardest part about. Thank you guys for inspiring me to do so. But that was the hardest part about getting from behind the microphone onto the camera because I know that the judgment starts. So
it
yeah, that's a
starts.
good superpower.
It,
Hmm.
it, it, it it starts. Oh, she's not that good. Oh, look what she has on. Oh, why is her hair like that? Oh, and you know what? Yeah, we signed up for it. What we
Yeah.
did not know that it was going to be consistent. Like, yeah, I signed up to play basketball, but I didn't know I was going to get elbowed every game. Nobody told. First off,
Exactly.
nobody
Hold
told
up.
me that.
Nobody about the pain that came with it. Yeah,
The pain that
exactly.
came with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that would be my superpower, being able to look at people's look at people for their heart outside of what I think they may or might not be. I learned
That
to
is
do that.
beautiful. That's what makes Romeo International the top one. Okay, what's inspiring you in life? We probably aren't. We're gonna send you to his Twitter, and he's going to do a tweet to answer what's inspiring you in life right now. So tell the viewers how can they connect with you on social media, and you're gonna type
Okay.
what's inspiring you, and they get to type talk back with you on it.
Good deal. Romeo International. First of all, just clear it up. I'm dope. It's not my fault. Jesus' fault. Talk to Jesus. You can follow me on Instagram at Romeo International One. You can follow me on Twitter at Romeo International One. I'm
Love
wild
it.
on Twitter. Don't judge my life. I'm just saying.
That's it.
You might, you might, you might catch a Bible quote and some naked girls. Who knows how I feel that day? Who knows?
I
Uh,
love it. That's what makes him Romeo, though.
Outside of
I
that,
love
man,
that.
if you Google Romeo International right now, you should see one of the dopest interviews that I did with Eddie Murphy right now. So
Okay, I
check it
like
out.
your Daniel Kaluuya. Is that Kaluuya? I like
Kaluuya.
that also. Yeah, I love that
Okay.
one. Okay, so okay, yeah. But definitely, you guys go follow him on Twitter. He's going to answer for you. What's inspiring him right now?
Right
Romeo
now.
International conversation with Dee Shields. It was more than I thought it was going to be, and I am humble. I am thankful. I am grateful for you giving me of your time. Thank you,
No,
Romeo.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
And first of all, let me know before I go. What's Brent's favorite? Who's Brent's favorite? Do you know?
He's Batman. I don't
He's that okay.
understand it.
Okay.
He's all Batman. He has his
That's all I
birthmark
needed.
that looks like Batman, but I'm not supposed to talk about it.
That's all I needed
Okay.
to know. He on the
That's all
right
you needed
path.
to know. All right.
Thank you
So
so much.
y'all are brothers indeed. Thank you, Romeo.
All
Romeo
right, y'all have
International,
fun.
you guys. Thank you.